Hello, Mr. Trump. Hope you didn't face any issues while traveling to India.
Hello, Mayank. No, the traveling was a piece of cake. I'm really excited to talk with you today.
Hello everyone, Mayank here again. So in last videos that was a little rudimentary. We learned how to set up things, but today I have something really cool for you guys. So let's start with a project straight away. I want to clone a voice, and not just any voice. I want to clone Donald Trump's voice. So I will start with getting the initial data first, and so I have this link which is a free dataset from Kaggle. I will attach this link in the description, and I will use this small audio, small.mp3. Hit download. I have it here. I also have the transcript for this audio. Right now, let me just open the audio real quick. Downloads.
Yesterday, I gave out 115 miles worth of wall, 115 miles in Texas. And it's going to be built, hopefully rapidly. I'm going there at the end of January for the start of construction. That's a big stretch because we're talking about 500 to 550 miles total. It's a 2,000-mile border, but much.
So it's all good, but we can see that there's still some background noise, some uh, shrillness in the audio. So we are first going to clean that up, and we can see from the transcript that Donald Trump talks straight for 33 seconds. So I guess this is good enough for cloning. So we'll use only that bit. So first we will do is first trim the audio, right? I will just open Quad I and use ffmpeg to just fetch first 33 seconds in this file from sorry, into a fresh audio file. Okay, I just keep pressing option while right clicking on the file, and it gives me an option to copy it as path name. I will paste it and let's see what happens. This is the input. Okay, this seems to be the correct one. Open with VLC. Yep, we have the
Yesterday, I
33
gave
seconds
out a
audio
great
here.
price.
Now we will just drop it directly into the voice isolator from ElevenLabs. I will send the link in the description again. And so you can see
Yesterday, I
I
gave out
was interrupted by Donald
115
Trump.
miles worth of.
So yeah, you can see that I've used this tool quite a bit, and it works really well. So and the credits that you get monthly, 10,000 credits per month, which is free of cost, is good enough for hobby projects. So let's see what result we got.
Wall, 100, 150 miles total.
Sounds more like a studio voice now, and there is less shrillness, almost none background noise. So this is all good. So let's just download this. All right, now I will go to voice cloning. Create a voice, instant voice clone, upload a file. I have the isolated one. I don't need this because I already did this. Hit next. From new language English fine. Our label accent is American. Confirm save voice. Whoa. So this is not a free feature, and 10,000 credits is not enough to use this feature from ElevenLabs. So what now? See, I'm in tech and we have AI, and things like this do not get in my way when I want to experiment something. So now I've created something called Chatterbox Voice Cloner. So Chatterbox is the actual AI model behind this, and Voice Cloner is obviously to complete this project. So I will show you how this works. I have opened it up right here. So this is how it looks. I will explain everything, how it works, what inputs are there, what outputs are there, the privacy issues with this if you are cloning your own voice for certain hobby projects. I will explain everything, but let's start from the top. All right. So first thing is the model. We have three options here: Chatterbox English, Turbo, and Multilingual. So English and Turbo is like self-explanatory. We know that okay, English will just output English language, and multilingual is for uh, voices or some conversations or the sentences which are not in English. Basically, it supports English as well, but if you're using multilingual, we are using it for anything but English. Now, the interesting part is Turbo, which we will cover at the end. All right. Now, what I will do is I will first start cloning Trump's voice. So I will write Trump, upload the same file, isolated.
Yesterday I gave
Okay,
out
this looks good.
115 miles worth of.
For testing the baseline accuracy, we will use the same uh, wordings or same sentences that Trump has said in the original audio. And let's start with a small sentence just to see that, okay, if everything is working or not. And let me see if I can go even small. Rapidly is the fourth sentence. All right, let's start it now. Let's see. All right, we have the audio. So let's listen to it.
Yesterday I gave out 115 miles worth of wall, 1115 miles in Texas, and it's going to be built
So
hopefully
this is
rapidly.
the cloned audio, and let's listen to the original one.
Yesterday I gave out 115 miles worth of wall, 115 miles in Texas, and it's going to be built hopefully rapidly. I'm going there at the end of January.
Pretty accurate, right? And these are some knobs and some settings that you can use to match the voice even more, and it will be unidentifiable once you do that, right? So on the information icons, you can see what does this mean. This exaggeration slider is for adding more emotions. CFG is for how much the model, or how much the AI model should refer the reference voice for sticking the actual voice characteristics to the source file. And then we have certain other AI related parameters. So feel free to tweak with them if you do not get your results. Right? This is model one. Now let's go to model two, which is Chatterbox Turbo. This is an interesting one because it is not just that, okay, I will clone your voice, but it gives you an additional feature called paralinguistic tags. So what does that mean? Paralinguistic tags are things like laugh, chuckle, sigh, gasp, and it match even even the tags. So the laugh, if I insert a laugh here in the uh, same sentence, it will try to laugh how Trump laughs or how Trump would laugh, how the AI thinks that Trump would laugh. So it will try to mimic that. So let's use laugh here and maybe a chuckle in the end before starting maybe a new line. Let's see. All right, let's try to generate. Meanwhile, it generates, let me tell you an interesting fact. So all the voices that are being stored here as a library here, and all the audios that are being generated, which the latest output is here, and all past outputs are here along with the needed parameters. So this is all local. So this stays on your browser. Even if you browse it on your phone, it will stay on your browser. It's not. like there's some kind of storage maybe in US or somewhere remote that your data is being stored somewhere. No, it's the backend is completely stateless. It does not store anything on the backend side. It only processes the data. That is it. That's the beauty of it. And the major benefit of this is that it's completely free. So let's wait for the result, how the paralinguistic tags work. So the feature of turbo model is one, obviously the paralinguistic tags, and second is the speed. As the name suggests, that Chatterbox Turbo, the name suggests that okay, this should be a fast model, and it is. But the issue is you need to tweak a lot of stuff here to get the voice as accurate as it can be. I have to, so I was cloning my own voice, and I had to do a lot of stuff, a lot of tweaking here to make it work. But hey, in the long run it's worth it, because see, I can make myself laugh. My I can make the digital me laugh through this, sigh through this, gasp through this. So I guess this is all worth it, the additional effort to configure this. Okay, so it got completed. So let's listen to this.
Miffed, yesterday I gave out 115 miles worth of wall, 115 miles in Texas, and it's going to be built hopefully rapidly. I'm going there at the end of January. For the start of construction, that's a big stretch because we're talking about 500 to 550 miles, so it's a 2,000-mile border.
So even if you tweak the settings here, you can get it really close, like almost indistinguishable what's real and what's AI. So the laugh paralinguistic tag didn't trigger quite correctly. Let me just add it after this sentence. And let me just totally remove this one. Let's see. It's working, it finished. Let's listen to it.
Yesterday I gave out 115 miles worth of wall, 115 miles in Texas, and it's going to be built hopefully rapidly. I'm going there at the end of January. I'm going there at the end of
Okay,
January.
there's some so there's some hallucination there, but yeah, it's nearly there. And the intensity of the paralinguistic tags also is also being affected through these parameters. So if I, let's say I hit the temperature to max, repetition penalty to this and top, and all of this stuff is fine, and maybe I will do exaggeration a little bit more, right? And let's just do this sentence so that the generation is faster. So after this, we will jump into the multilingual model, and we will see how it works on Hindi.
I'm going there at the end of
All right, I guess
January.
that works. Okay, now on to next model, which is Chatterbox Multilingual. Meanwhile, it switches. I will prepare a small dialogue in Hindi as well as English, and I will record it from here only. All right. So let's see. I will hit record. Hello everyone, my name is Mayank Gupta, and today I will be talking to Donald Trump one on one. So let's see how the conversation goes. All right, and maybe this Mayank Hindi. हेलो, मेरा नाम मयंक गुप्ता है, और आज मैं आपको बताऊंगा कि अपनी आवाज़ को कैसे दूसरी एआई के थ्रू कॉपी किया जाता है, ताकि आप अपना डिजिटल क्लोन बना सकें. सो बहुत मज़ा आएगा. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Alright, now we have this. The model is loaded. We can see the language selector here. I will select Hindi from here. Select Mayank Hindi from the reference voice. Clear this. And the issue, only one issue here, that for obvious reasons you need to write actual Hindi here. So what I will do is English to Hindi. मेरा नाम मयंक है. आप सब लोगों का स्वागत है मेरे चैनल पे। I will just copy this, paste it here. मेरा नाम मयंक है, आप सब लोगों का स्वागत है। नाम मयंक है। I will just put a comma here because it to the AI model it dictates the punctuations, the flow of the conversations, and the dialect, the phonetics, the overall phonetics of the conversation. So let's hit generate. So let's see what it generated.
मेरा नाम मयंक है। आप सब लोगों का स्वागत है मेरे चैनल पे।
So this is all good. What next? Next is to actually have conversation with Donald Trump. I will switch the mode here. Right now we have been using single voice mode. Now I will go to dialogue mode, right? And I will choose my model. Let's go with Chatterbox Turbo because using this I can also obviously use paralinguistic tags. I will choose recorded because that's my voice in English. I will choose Trump here as the speaker B. I can add up to 4 speakers here, which is really cool. Speaker A is me, speaker B is Trump. Hello, Mr. Trump. Hit generate and let's see what happens. So it's saying turn 0 of 2, which means only one. Now it says turn 1 of 2, which means one section is generated. Speaker A has generated, now it's generating speaker the section for speaker B. Okay, let's listen.
Hello, Mr. Trump. Hope you didn't face any issues while traveling to India.
Hello, Mayank. No, the traveling was a piece of cake. I'm really excited to talk with you today.
So I'm really happy with the results. I feel it's 80% there, and we can get it to about 98, 99% using these parameter tunings. And I'm really happy with the result. All right. So next we have another surprise for you because initially I showed you the GitHub page, right? And not everyone is techy enough to set it all up, and not everyone has a good hardware or even some hardware to run it apart from their phone, but they want to try it out because it's such a cool thing, and it's free of cost. So for those people, I have hosted it on my Hugging Face Spaces, and again, it's the exactly same app. It has same privacy features, that okay, your voice and the generated voices, everything stays on your browser on your local system, may it be phone. On phone it will look something like this, right? But it's good enough. And on your tablet or no, PC, it will look like this. And yeah, it stays on your system. I will attach all the links in the description. So now this is all done, and there are some future improvements planned for this. So this is all good for a minute or maybe a 2 minute audio. And as I told you that for each voice you will have to tune the parameters so that it works flawlessly. Now the issue is it's not as easy as it sounds. So reason being, let's say when I'm talking to you normally, my voice has a different pitch, has a different tone. But if I let's talk about me. So let's if we are talking about Trump, when he's talking normally, his pitch, his tone is somewhat different than how he sounds when he's angry, right? So if we try to mimic a dialogue using a source file which does not has anger in his tone, but we want the output to have some kind of anger, that's not possible because the reference voice doesn't have it, and the AI model is not huge enough or maybe intelligent enough that it can predict it, that okay, this is how this guy sounds in a normal scenario, and this is how it will sound when he's angry. It even if it does that, it will not be that accurate. So to make it happen, you actually need to fetch a clip where Trump is angry and use that as a reference voice when you want to uh, produce a dialogue with angry Trump. And now the issue is both of these set of voices will have different parameters for the accuracy. So for example, let's maybe a normal voice will have exaggeration level 50%, but maybe the angry voice need an exaggeration level of 80%. So that's the tricky part. And right now it's not possible to do it seamlessly. So that's one of the feature improvement that I'm planning, that okay, we can create a set of voices with set parameters so that we can just use that as a group voice and generate the dialogue whole together, maybe angry, maybe sad, whatever you want. That's one. The second thing is, let's say if you want your voice or maybe someone else's voice to create a podcast audio or maybe recite an audiobook or a poem. It's not possible right now with Chatterbox because it's designed for small audios. So there are some models like Microsoft's Vibe Voice, which are famous or which are designed for an hour long audios. So that is the perfect. So if we can clone a voice using Trump's reference voice, and I have my own voice, I can create a whole podcast sitting with Trump. And I know it will be just audio, but maybe it could be video. We'll check it out next week. So thank you for taking a walk with me into the world of AI using Chatterbox Voice Studio. We will see you in the next episode next week. Thank you.